BreitlingSource.com here with another review on a beautiful Breitling Cockpit. One of the newer models in the Breitling Windrider line. This one is the first one to use the Breitling Caliber 49 movement, which is an automatic movement using the Big Date module in it. It's a pretty nice watch. I was actually pretty pleasantly surprised, that is, when it came in, because this sort of gray metallic dial that it's got is pretty hot. As you can see in the light, there's some fine guilloche machining on the dial, and it shows really well. The luminous material flanks all the indexes on this watch, and is also in the 12 o'clock Roman numerals there, and an XII. Looks really nice when the lights are off. Massive applied Breitling Wings logo on the dial. Looks fantastic. Like a lot of the other new Windrider lines, this one also has the turn down lugs here to hug your wrist a little bit better than the older ones did, creating a less angular look on your wrist, a little bit more subdued than the previous models were. This one's pretty big. This model sits in at 41mm diameter, and but pretty thin for a Breitling at 14mm. Weight is 90 grams without the pilot bracelet, just the head only, and it doesn't look very large on the wrist because it has a fairly slim design, but it still shows up and has that wrist presence that you expect from a Breitling. I've gotten a few compliments on this watch already, so you know that it's a looker. Unidirectional bezel, like most of the models in the Windrider line. This one has the screw down crown as well. So, and it's got the newer crowns, unlike the older Chronomat Windrider line. The older Windrider ones that had the onion crowns that have the finer machining on it. These ones have the thicker, flatter lubs, or whatever you want to call these things, on it. And I'm not sure if I like this one better, or if I like the older ones better. The older ones seem to have a little more class, but they are smoothing the watches out, like taking a lot of the sort of angular lines out of the lugs, out of the crown guards here, and overall creating a little bit of a more, I guess, feminine watch, if anything. But it still has its bling factor, so don't worry, guys. One nice thing about the Big Date on this watch is it turns really precisely. When the watch hits 12 o'clock, it almost turns immediately, unlike the Valjoux 7750 movements, which tend to take over an hour to slowly change. And that was a really nice feature of this watch, and I really enjoyed that. Really nice with the Breitling pilot bracelet here. I recommend that option when you're buying this watch if you're interested in it. But yeah, this is a lot more watch than I was expecting when I purchased it, and I highly recommend this watch if you're into something that's a little more gentsy and a little less sporty than your average Breitling. So I hope this helps you guys make your decision if you're looking at this watch, and I'll see you next time.